focus then, and let's put the spotlight on Sai Life Sciences. And the management of the company is now joining us from the sidelines of IFL India Conference. Mr. Siva, Chittor, Chief Financial Officer at the company, is now joining us. Sir, thank you so much for taking your time out and joining us here on ET Now. We did interact with you post your earnings, and you're very confident with respect to growth outlook and the guidance that you've shared for the next few years. You've given a guidance of 15 to 20% on the revenue front and EBITDA margins in the range of 28 to 30%. What makes you so confident, and are you on track to achieve that guidance for this year and for the next financial year as well?
Thank you for taking time to host us, and pleasure talking with you once again. I think based on what we've done over the 9 months' time and the business environment that we are seeing, we are very confident of the guidance that we have projected for the business. This business is a lumpy business. We've given a mid to a medium term kind of guidance, and we are confident that we will get there.
And what are the growth triggers? Last time when we spoke to you, you did tell us that you're expecting broad-based growth across segments. But if you can take us through and put some color on which segments are likely to aid that 15 to 20% growth that you're aiming to achieve?
So we currently operate in 2 segments, the discovery business, which is a preclinical business, and then the CDMO business. Our growth, if you look at the last 3-4 years, has been across both the segments. I think primarily driven by geopolitics and supply chain diversification. I think we expect both of this to continue and kind of help us grow over the next few years.
You've already incurred a Capex of about 400 crores this year, and you're planning 700 crores for the full fiscal FY26. I believe you're looking at increasing your capacity by 70%. How much will the incremental Capex be for this capacity expansion roadmap, and how do you aim to fund that?
We haven't put out a guidance so far with respect to the next year Capex. We will come back to you, but given the overall business sentiment and what we are hearing from customers, particularly with respect to adding additional outsourcing work, we believe that the Capex cycle will be on the uptick. And once we have more data and our board approves all of the financial projections, we will come back and announce that data. But at this point in time, we have a fairly bullish outlook, and we would not want to starve the business of Capex from a growth perspective.
Right. And we've seen a lot of buzz on AI of late. How are you trying to integrate AI into your business model, and any kind of investments that you've done, especially to integrate the new technology into your entire business landscape?
So at this time, I think we are looking at AI as a tool. Today, AI hasn't completely replaced drug development, discovery, and testing. I think it's a function of multiple things, regulatory process, clinical trials. They have not been completely replaced by AI. But there's been a lot of investment across pharma, biotech, CRDMOs across the world to kind of look at it very differently. At Sai, we've started our journey with respect to AI. We're working with another external organization to kind of help us put an AI canvas. Our focus with respect to AI is how can I help my chemists spend less time on doing things that are not necessarily value added? How can I make sure that I can do a better problem solving and help our chemists address things better, more about productivity, efficiency, and bringing drugs faster to the market? That's our focus today.
Right. And you were also looking to add medchem capacity, which was likely to be commissioned by the 4th quarter of this year. What has the progress been so far?
We would, before the end of March, the facility will be up and running, and we will have new employees joining already to kind of occupy that facility in terms of certain business that would come in to kind of take care of some capacity utilization there.
Okay, so that's as far as capacity utilization is concerned. I understand that I already asked you about your guidance going forward, but are you on track to achieve that 15 to 20% growth rate guidance for this year as well? How has Q4 been so far for you?
I think business is looking good without giving out a specific guidance number. As we reiterated at the conference call at the end of the Q3 earnings, we are confident of reaching our numbers, and we believe as we get to the next year, we are reasonably confident about the business trajectory.
So confident about the business trajectory and achieving your guidance that you have set for the next 3 to 5 years. Thank you so much for taking your time out and joining us here on ET Now. With that, it's a wrap on this edition of the show. Thanks so much for tuning in, but don't go anywhere. Market Fatafat will come up next.